ATC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Hope you had a fantastic weekend and were able to try and find a way to stay cool as the heat wave continued with highs getting into the mid-90s both Saturday and today. Good news is it looks like with a few more clouds around, it won't be nearly as hot, but we're still talking above average temperatures into the first half of the week. But the big story is maybe the possibility for rain returning to the forecast. So let's look at the big picture. That area of high pressure that has been in control is beginning to weaken and pushing off the east coast now making its way down around the Georgia coast and should continue to push out into the Atlantic. That's because we have an area of low pressure developing in the western Gulf of Mexico down towards the Brownsville, Texas area. That's helping to pull up some Gulf of Mexico moisture, and that would help bring some of those high level clouds in and across Acadiana today. And eventually that could bring some shower activity across the area tomorrow. Also, we have a trough coming down across the central portion of the country that might try to work in and increase our rain chances by about Wednesday. But taking a closer look at home, you can see we had those high level clouds stream across the area, but pretty much now those are beginning to fall apart. Still do have some clouds out over the Gulf, so wouldn't be surprised if we still have at least some high level clouds through the overnight hours, but for the most part it will be mainly clear. We might have had a brief shower towards New Iberia and portions of Iberia today, but I do think a little better rain chance across Acadiana tomorrow. So let's take a look at the model. It shows us dry through the morning, so no issues out the door as you head back to school and work. Even through lunchtime, not looking overly that confident, but you can see by 12 o'clock maybe a couple isolated showers are beginning to develop, becoming a little bit more numerous as we head later on into the afternoon. So maybe by the time you're picking the kids up, might have to dodge a few afternoon showers as we get a little bit more of that Gulf of Mexico moisture moving in across the area. Also starting to feel that humidity tomorrow afternoon across Acadiana. Even as we push into the evening, this is around 8 o'clock, still could have one or two showers lingering with us, but most of that activity then does fall apart as we move deeper into the evening. Our RPM model, very similar picture. Dry through the morning, but by the afternoon, beginning to see about a 20-30% chance for some isolated showers, maybe even a thunderstorm or two in some locations. Not going to be overly that strong, and hopefully they don't produce too much rain, but some of us could use the rain after the dry week. The ground is starting to get a little dry. Grass might dry out a little bit, so we could use some of that rain to pass through tomorrow. Even into Tuesday, we'll keep a slight rain chance. Maybe first thing in the morning, not too bad, but as we push into the afternoon, could have a couple of those pop-up showers, but rain chances staying on the low side at least the first couple days of the work week. Out in the tropics, Tropical Storm Gabrielle continues to weaken a little bit, but still has winds up to 65 miles per hour. It is starting to pick up speed and lifting up to the north and northeast at about 15 miles per hour and could eventually head towards the UK or Ireland by the mid part of this week as a strong extratropical system could bring some bad weather to them. Also in the Atlantic, we're watching what was a disorganized area of showers. Pretty much has fallen apart now, but still could get its act together. Has a 20% chance of at least bringing some shower activity to the Bahamas, but unfortunately that's not good news for them after they try to recover from Hurricane Dorian. And then another wave out into the way Atlantic that you can see right there, not looking overly that defined, so still only a 40% chance of development. Because of this low track though, it could eventually make its way into the Caribbean, so something we'll be watching in the coming days, but right now nothing to worry about. So a warm and summer night, mainly clear out there. We'll go 77 for that overnight low, and then tomorrow heading off to school with the school bus, taking those kids in. Going to be on the warm side. Temperatures in those upper 70s, mostly sunny skies, so you'll need the sunglasses out the door tomorrow. And then by the afternoon, you might want to throw that umbrella in the backpack as we could be dodging a few isolated showers with temperatures topping out in the low 90s. Slight rain chances continue through Wednesday, but then we begin to dry out by about the end of the week with temperatures starting to heat back up again. And then it looks like our best rain chances will be towards the second half of next weekend and into the following week as a little bit of a tropical wave moves in. But I think everyone is a little bit over this heat, and unfortunately, it looks like it's sticking around another 10 days or so.
Yeah, I'm definitely over with the heat. I just want my makeup to stay when I go outside.
You know, it's September. We're all ready